Good morning, all the way here from South Africa, and welcome to this webinar on digital workflows with AutoCAD on web and mobile, presented by myself, Jacobus Oberholster. I'm an AEC and Procon technical consultant with micrographics, and you'll see my email on the start page there, and you are welcome to reach out to me after the webinar or pop me a mail if you are interested in any additional information or just any assistance with getting yourselves familiar with AutoCAD on web and mobile. So without further ado, let's kick this off for today. All right, so today's agenda will consist of an introduction, then accessing AutoCAD on the web and mobile, available digital workflows on AutoCAD Web and AutoCAD Mobile, and then a brief section on implementing workflows and benefits, and lastly, a short conclusion consisting of a portion allocated to Q&A on the live chat. And if you have any questions throughout this webinar, you are more than welcome to pop them on the live chat. I will be keeping tabs on that as well, and will be sure to answer or do my best to answer any questions that you might have. So just in terms of Autodesk's development of AutoCAD, it has continuously evolved over the past, well, great number of years. Actually, I know AutoCAD has been around for quite some time now. It has continuously become more advanced, intuitive, and they've systematically included more and more smart features. It has become better, and simple collaboration across multiple platforms has been made possible. If we just consider Autodesk Docs and BIM Collaborate Pro, that multi-platform or multiple platform collaboration has really become a thing, and I believe that Autodesk has really done a lot of good in trying to spearhead this revolution, if we can call it that. So AutoCAD is accessible on 3 platforms at the moment. So one is your desktop application, your browser-based application, which is AutoCAD on web, and then your mobile application, which is AutoCAD Mobile. So the term is collectively AutoCAD Web, and AutoCAD Web consists of AutoCAD on the web and AutoCAD on mobile. All right, so just for simplicity, I will be using them interchangeably in terms of AutoCAD on the web and AutoCAD Web, but just know that collectively, actually, both those applications or platforms form part of AutoCAD Web. Then access with AutoCAD. So it is accessible with AutoCAD LT, AEC, PDM, and other subscriptions as well. The mobile application can be downloaded from the Apple App Store and Google Play Store, and I know that it's also available on devices using Windows 10, so mobile devices. AutoCAD Web or AutoCAD on web can be accessed from web.autocad.com on the web and AutoCAD Web, and both require that you sign in with your Autodesk profile. So AutoCAD on the web runs on 64-bit versions of Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, and Microsoft Edge. So please don't try to use any other browsers. I haven't tried it myself, but know that these are the stable browsers that you can use. So DWG files can be accessed from multiple cloud providers through AutoCAD on the web. These include Autodesk Drive, Autodesk Docs, Microsoft OneDrive, Box, Dropbox, and Google Drive. And then AutoCAD Mobile allows you to work offline on a drawing and synchronize your changes later. When you've signed in to AutoCAD on web, you will have 2 new drawing templates or 2 templates available for new drawings. And one is your metric.dwt template, and the other one is your imperial.dwt template as well. You can upload files or folders from the local device, and you can also create new folders. And here's the interface when you've just signed in to AutoCAD on web. Once you've clicked on a new drawing, this is what the standard interface looks like. And then we'll be going through some of the changes you can make and the available functions within AutoCAD on the web. So if you click on the Properties button, this allows for the editing of object properties, as you can see listed here, and it allows you to access the Draw, Annotate, and Modify tabs here at the bottom. The Layers button allows you to view current layers. It allows you to add additional layers, and it allows you to change layer properties. You've got the Blocks function, which allows you to add blocks, create new blocks, but it does not support dynamic blocks. So just please stay aware of that. You have your Xray function, which allows you to view any of the Xrefs embedded in the drawing that you've opened, and it allows you to attach Xrefs as well. You've got traces, which basically has a tracing paper effect over the existing or the current drawing that you've opened up, and it allows for remarks and editing that does not change the actual drawing. And then you can upload LISPs as well. So that's just your dedicated programming language for Autodesk software. So when you've clicked on settings, what you get, so if we just look at the settings that was located at the top right, you've got your preferences, which allows you to choose between a light and dark theme. And then you can switch the ribbon on or off. So rather than the tabs, Draw, Annotate, and Modify tabs being at the bottom here, it will actually be displayed in a ribbon above your model space. And then you have your selection settings, web and desktop standard, and it's explained quite well when you hover over those two standards. You've got your tracking, so you can switch your polar tracking on or off, and then also set your polar tracking increments. Then you've got your object snap, and there you can set multiple snapping options that are relatable to the AutoCAD desktop application interface as well. You've also got your units, so you've got your linear format and precision, and then your angular format and precision as well. And then lastly, you've got your navigation, where you can set either your zoom direction as the standard zoom or reverse zoom. You've got the print to PDF option, you've got help, notifications, and then your account details and sign out. So what you see here is the same AutoCAD on web interface as before, but what I've done is I've changed the theme from dark to light, and I've turned the ribbon on. Okay, so those are all of the Draw, Annotate, and Modify functions available to you in AutoCAD on the web, and really useful functions to have access to that allows for quite in-depth or quite extensive editing of drawings. All right, so when you've uploaded a drawing, the drawing does not behave like an Xray. So if you're uploading a drawing from your local machine or your local device onto AutoCAD Web, it does not behave as an Xray, meaning that once you've uploaded that drawing, if you then open up that drawing from the local folder and you change it, those changes will not automatically reflect within AutoCAD Web. But when you've made edits to a drawing or changed a drawing on your local device, and you select Save As, and then save the drawing to AutoCAD Web and Mobile, you'll be given the opportunity to replace the existing file on AutoCAD Web. However, You can make use of the add storage provider function, which allows you to add, as mentioned before, these cloud-based storage providers, or even a local file, which is really, really cool. And then that means that updates made on the local file on your desktop will reflect when you open it up on AutoCAD on the web. So then folders created in AutoCAD on the web, or AutoCAD Web just for simplicity, will automatically sync to your AutoCAD mobile application. So this is now if you have downloaded and installed your AutoCAD mobile application and signed in, any of the folders created in AutoCAD Web will automatically sync to your AutoCAD mobile application. So making changes in AutoCAD on the web and saving does not reflect those changes automatically to the desktop file unless the file is located on a cloud storage provider or on the cloud, or if a local file is linked. However, when you open up the file in AutoCAD on the web, you have the option to open in desktop. That's an option available to you on AutoCAD on the web, and there you can edit it. And when saving, a prompt will allow you to either create a new revision or update the existing drawing to the latest. Simply saving and reopening the drawing in AutoCAD Web also reflects these changes. You can select Save As and save it in a relevant folder on your desktop. And this is just relevant to if you use the opening desktop function located on AutoCAD on the web. Okay, so now just switching over to AutoCAD Mobile. So folders created in AutoCAD Mobile automatically sync to AutoCAD Web or on the web. And you can create new drawings and edit them, preferably on a tablet or iPad with a stylus. When editing in AutoCAD Mobile, you save the changes and close the drawing, and the changes will then be uploaded and synchronized with AutoCAD on the web. So drawing open in AutoCAD Mobile cannot, however, be opened in desktop application for obvious reasons. So this is your interface on AutoCAD Mobile. So as you can see, there is a folder I created in AutoCAD on the web. I've uploaded a drawing. There you see also the new drawing and new folder option, and also the option to add a source. This is now when I've opened up that drawing in AutoCAD on the web. And here are different functions that you could access that we will discuss now. So you've got your object properties as per usual. You can view traces that were made on AutoCAD on the web. You've got a view selector, so that is between your model space and different layouts. You can manipulate your layers. You can add and define new blocks. And then you've got an external references manager, which allows you to attach images. And then lastly, under settings, you've got your drafting settings and your application settings, which allows you to set background colors. All right, and then what I want to show you quickly before we just close off is here's AutoCAD on the web. So there you see the web.autocad.com. I'm going to sign in here. So just my all right, and here we've got our standard interface. Right, very neat, very cool. You've got your new drawing here. There's your two templates. You can upload files or a folder. You can create a new folder. So let's just create a new folder and call that AutoCAD Web Webinar. As simple as that. And then you can add a storage provider. So you can look at local files. I'm going to browse location. I'm already in the relevant file I want to open up. I'm going to say select folder. And now if I click on that folder, which is on my local device, here I see all of the files listed in that folder. I can also click on manage support files, where there's drawing templates I can upload, additional fonts, hatch patterns, plot styles, LISP and DCL files as well. And then what I can do is if I want to remove this folder, say for instance, we have finished all of our editing, we're done and we don't want anybody to make any further edits, I can click on manage local files account, and I can click to disconnect this folder from AutoCAD account. Or I can even specify a new folder location. So I'm going to open up door block. And here we see that drawing file opened as from my local device. Okay, you've got your drawing ribbon here with your rectangle, circle, arc, splines, construction lines, lines, polylines, hatches, arrays, divide functions, ellipse, and polygons. Then you've got your annotate, so your measure, your revision cloud, your dimension, your M text, and your M leaders. And then last in the ribbon, you've got move, stretch, mirror, fillet, chamfer, copy, trim, erase, rotate, scale, offset, join, match properties, extend, explode, and break at point as well. Here within the object properties, you have your layer, your color. So this of course is relevant to selecting an object. You can set your color and line type, your line type scale, line weight, transparency, and there are the coordinates for you. You can have your radius and diameter, circumference, and area, which is a really just a simplified version of the object properties we are used to when working in the AutoCAD desktop application. You've got your plot styles as well. And if we go to layers, you've got your layer properties, your line types, and your line weight. I can add a new layer. Let's call it circle. I want that to be red. And then if I click on this circle, I go to its properties, layer, and there we go. Let's change that circle now and place it in a brand new layer. The dimension styles are as per the drawing that has been uploaded. So if you want additional dimension styles, what you can do is you can create them in the drawing on the desktop application, and then they'll reflect here if the files are linked to each other. You've got your blocks here as well. And then to add a block, you just right click, click insert, and then it wants the location. And there we go. I've added the block, and because it's a block, if I just select a single element or object, it selects the whole block. You can create new blocks as well, and you can cycle through recent blocks, favorite blocks, and block libraries, and this all links with the relevant drawing you are currently working in. You've got your external references, so you can attach your external references, and you've got your traces, and we'll have a look at that shortly, just how that works as well. And here you've got your LISPs that you can upload as well. You've also got a command line. So just be aware that there are commands that you can make use of within AutoCAD on the web. You've got your snaps here that you can set. You've got your tracking, ortho, and polar as well. So ortho tracking or polar tracking. And then here you can switch off the visibility of these functions in your taskbar. All right, and then lastly, you can share a link to this drawing, and you can choose how you want to share it as well. And there the link also, it states that the link expires in 7 days. So that's important to note, and I think quite helpful that this link doesn't just hang in the air indefinitely. All right, so I've got some things going on here. I've now opened up this drawing into the drafter, and I see, what on earth, why is there a red circle here? But I don't want to edit the drawing. So I go to traces, I say new trace. It's called trace 1. And then I can add or edit it as I please without changing the baseline drawing. So I want to add a revision cloud. It's quite a bad looking revision cloud. Let's delete that one. Let's see. Okay, further to the left, that's going to be important. Okay, there we go. Okay, I've got my revision cloud here. And then I can add text. And I can say remove circle from drop. I want this to be a bit bigger. So once you double click on it, you see here are some of your editing tools. Let's make it 10. Let's see how that. Okay, we still want it a bit bigger. So let's make it 40. Okay, that's a bit better. And then what I want to do as well, go to properties. Nice red. All right, so now I've changed my trace. And if I click on done, that trace is available. So now, if I notify the drafter or whoever that the trace has been made, and there are some comments on the drawing, he or she can open up the mobile app wherever they are, have a quick look, switch on the trace. So if I click on that, there you go. And then they'll see, oh, okay, all right, so that's done. Once it's been changed, the trace can be deleted. As simple as that. Which is really a very nice function and very simple to use as well. And here you've got your markup import, so you can import another trace as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this. I'm going to type here, let's just enlarge our text a bit. We say changes made in webinar. Right. Reposition that there. I'm going to click save. All right, so before moving on, I want to show you the settings quickly. So as discussed before, got your settings, your preferences, which is your light and dark theme, ribbon on or off, and then your selection settings between web standard and desktop standard as well. You've got your tracking, so photo tracking on or off, and your increments. You've got object snap options, got your units, and you've got your zoom direction as well. And you've got print to PDF. So what to print, display, scale to fit. This is all the information that you'll have available to yourself. Let's see if we get an ISO A4. You see the PDF is being generated. And let's see what it produces for us. So like I say, download PDF. Let's open up that PDF. And there you go. So that's what it's plotted for us. So I'm going to close this now. What you also have available to you is the different layouts. You can add additional layouts. You can manipulate your viewport. It is a bit slow manipulating the viewport, which is quite odd for me. But just so that you know, I'm not sure whether that's a problem that a lot of people are experiencing at the moment. But it is something that I've picked up. Right. Okay, so you can set up your viewports. If we look at this viewport here, we do the standard stuff that we used to. Say zoom extents. And we click on this viewport. Those are the options that we have at the moment. Then I can say print. Of course, you can make additional changes as well. But you've got your current layout, you've got your scale. Plot style is set as none at the moment. And we're going to say plot. Again, the PDF is generating. Download PDF. And there we go. All right. So that's very cool. And that's very, very useful and very cool. If used properly, this can really help make things really, really, what you call it, efficient, and that even if anybody's on site, you can reach out to them quite quickly and have them have a look at what's potting on these drawings and print them if you like them, so that you know that you've taken a good snapshot of the drawing basically and kept it on record. All right, here you can set your plot style. So if you're within the layout, just close that. You can set your plot style. Go monochrome. You can change the size of your drawing up until, so between the A series of drawings, or ISO A series, you've got A4, A3, A2, A1, and A0. Normally we plot on A1s. We can do here. Just see if I turn on ortho instead of polar tracking, if that will make a nice difference. I hope so. Not really. Okay. That is quite frustrating, but luckily it's something that you can set up quite easily and change, and that you don't need to worry about changing again. You say zoom extents, and there we go again. It's just a much larger drawing. All right, and that's sort of the extent of it. And you can modify these as you see fit. if you type in viewport, unfortunately, you see that that is not a supported command. So you'll have the one viewport and you'll have to manipulate this one as you see fit. All right, so just so that you know that as well. Back to the tracking, and let's go back to model space as well. Also, if you annotate, you'll see that it snaps to those lines, and here you can also change your style. So amazingly, annotate or annotative text and dimensions are supported. If I go to my layer properties, you'll see which layer it currently is. And that's about the simple extent of it as well. So I think an important thing would be to set up your drawing beforehand to make sure that when you actually put it, when you start dimensioning, when you start adding leaders or text, etc., that your drawing has already been set up to support the styles that you want. Okay, so let's make one more change. Let's say text. Change this. Change this back to 40. Say today is 13 July. All right. So we've got that text there as well. I'm going to move that over to there. And I'm going to click save. Okay, so it's been saved. You can also save as. I'm going to sign out and go to my folders. And it was door block was the file we're working on. There's that local file. Open that up. And there are our changes. So what you could be saying is, yeah, Jacobus, you knew that you were going to do this webinar today, so you ain't fooling me. I'll be like, okay, all right. So I'm going to take those away. Let's get something with a different color. I'm going to add a little circle there. Save it. And then leaving this open, I'm going to go to AutoCAD Web. I'm going to sign in again. And you'll see there's my local file. And I click on that local file. There's that doorblock.dwg. Open that one up. And then you see that text is gone. And that little circle is there. So let's just test one more thing before we close off. I'm going to delete that. I'm going to hit save. And then it says file name already exists. And it's very likely a problem because the file is open. So I'm going to cancel save. I'm going to go here. I'm going to close. So I've deleted that circle. I'm going to hit save. Or rather, it should actually be save as. So I think we've definitely confused this head a little bit. So let's just go back. Let's just not save. And we can just open up that one again. And we see that it is best to not have them open at the same time, because otherwise it is going to ask you actually to create a new file. So what's good about that is it will force you to write in revisions, for instance, and that is important to note. So it will help you at least with that. So if anybody, from the time you've opened this up, if anybody's working on the drawing in the local file, it will pop up that you need to create a copy. All right, so let's just head back to the last bits of our presentation. So if we consider this and to understand that much of this is possible with the AutoCAD mobile app as well, it is a more difficult device to work on in terms of making those sort of changes, but a lot of the same things are possible in AutoCAD mobile. So if you look at implementing workflow, so implementing this in your workflow will require that you have centralized cloud storage for drawings. So that's going to be very important. And that will just mean that everybody basically can access those drawings who need to or who have AutoCAD subscriptions. And then your stakeholders need to be identified and trained beforehand on how to use the interface. So it is significantly simpler than AutoCAD or Autodesk Docs and BIM Collaborate Pro. Not as powerful, but still it is a form of cloud collaboration that is very, very helpful. And then your benefits, of course, it's simple to use. There's very easy access and navigation, so very, very easy. It is accessible on essentially any device. You can create on-site markups. It allows, in the same breath, it allows for remote editing. And also your stakeholders or your users who have access to the drawings do not need to be in office to view changes on the files or to make changes themselves. All right, and that concludes today's webinar. I hope that you found it interesting. I know that it was quite a simplified outline of what you can do with AutoCAD Web. And I really do hope that it tickles your interest a bit in terms of what you can do with this and what the possibilities are. So yeah, please reach out to us if you want more information. We'll be happy to take you through it and help you set it up as well. And then for you to get the maximum benefit out of your AutoCAD subscription or any of your Autodesk subscriptions, for a matter of fact, we'd love to help you. So I'm going to hang around a bit. The live chat is still active, so if you have any questions, please pop them in the live chat. Otherwise, I hope that you have a fantastic day further, and I'll see you on the next round of AutoCAD webinars.